It was a good game to play. We weren't very tight in the first half. We were kind of doing things that are uncharacteristic of what we practiced, particularly on defense. Didn't shoot it very well in the first half, particularly, but we continued to play hard, and that's what mattered. And in the second half, we really tightened up a lot and played more the way that we're supposed to play. Just a lot more locked in and in tune on defense, which will translate obviously to winning when you get to conference play. So I thought we really got something out of the game. Credit to Mississippi College because they kept playing hard throughout, which is really good for us. I told their coach we really need to work our defense. Our style of defense is one of these kind of defenses that it's really the hardest to get good at. It takes the longest time to do it. And we really needed a team that would allow us to work on our full court defense the whole time. And we got a lot better as the game went along. Stats of the night that were impressive, we only had 7 turnovers, which is great. Anytime you can only have 7 turnovers, below 10, that's fantastic. We had 24 assists. So we were sharing the ball all the way to the end of the game. Obviously, we had a lot of steals. We had some great play here. Y'all going to get to talk to Jaden and Larry. We obviously have 3 bigs that can all play the 4 and the 5 position. And, when you have that and they're kind of all different in their own way, it's a matchup problem. Tonight, Jaden was playing really well from the outside. Riley, who's not in here, played well. Then obviously Larry is such a great athlete and can do things that we don't have guys on the team, anyone on this team that can do. Can play above the rim the way that he plays. So we got just a different mix of guys at that 4 or 5 position, coupled with Colin, that are going to be a problem in our league and for teams we match up with this season. So here we go. That's where we start. Where do we go from here?
You mentioned the slow start offensively. Defensively is where you stepped up when Larry came in and kind of provided a spark. Is that what you think he can provide for this team off the bench? And then how did you rate your team's defense as a whole?
Yeah, after the first half, we got away with some things. They missed some shots, and we just kind of got away with some things. Even though they didn't score, they didn't have a lot of points at halftime. We actually played better defense the second half. There's no doubt. We're more in tune what will translate to our conference in the second half. Offensively, Larry obviously provided a spark plug. Those guys who came in there, I thought Josh Holloway played really well. It was fantastic, played the right way. And, that's a good part about our guys. We are deep. We play hard. And when you have depth and you kind of play how we do up and down, it's going to be hard for 10, 11, 12 guys to all have a bad night. We're going to find 4, 5, 6 guys that have got it going. And that's what you saw. But we settled in. We needed that. That was the first time a lot of these players have worn a Samford jersey, played in front of that crowd. And I think the next time we play, we'll be a little bit more at ease. And the key to being good is being good in March. This is November 4th, right? You play basketball in March and hopefully all the way to April. So I expected some mistakes, but now I expect us to learn from them and be a lot tighter in the next game and then tighter in the next game. And that's how you win the league, and that's how you get the NCAA tournament.
Talk a little bit about that crowd, Coach. It's always exciting for the first night back for the students. How much juice did they give you tonight?
Oh, they were awesome. It's most stayed to the end. I mentioned this when I was on the camera. We were 18-0 at home last year. I think in the league play the year before we lost 1 game. We've had a great home run here. You gotta take care of business at home, that's for sure. But I can promise you, this year these games in this league are going to come down to the final shot. 1, 2, 3, 4 points, and I know our crowd can make up for that. If that's a missed free throw, a missed 3 by another team, it's just a little extra. They're such a big part of our team, and I know when I got here 4 years ago, we talked about doing something really unique. And those that were there at the beginning, when we weren't very good at all. And we were just hoping it could be a 1-possession game at the end. A lot of times it wasn't. And they stayed to the end then. Stayed to the end then when we maybe lose by 10, 12 points, 15 points. And now to see a lot of those now being seniors or coming back and get to see what they built and have ownership in what they've done, it's really cool. And it's great because they built something that will carry on for every freshman class when they come through here. And they'll leave it when they're seniors to the next freshman class. And that's called a culture right there, and that's pretty cool because that's what we want to do.
A little slower start for me all offensively, especially from behind the arc. Jaden came in here and was able to knock a couple down for you. Were you pretty happy with the looks overall? Just something where you think, okay, those are going to fall more times than not? And then what's it like having a player like him, a big that's versatile and can beat teams from the outside?
Yeah, well, first with Jaden, I just Jaden's works as hard as anybody. He's in here every morning, 6 o'clock, getting up shots. We actually had someone that works with the NOAA system here that wanted to get off of our team because they're having to track all these shots we shoot. And so our guys put in the work. We'll shoot it better than we did tonight with the same looks. What I liked from Jaden was just the confidence that he shot it with. We're a three-point shooting team. If Jaden Brown can get a 3 off, I don't care if he misses 200 of them, he's going to shoot the 201st one because he's earned the right to shoot those because of how hard he works. So I think he's a perfect fit for how we play, really, because it's such an up-and-down game, and shooting bigs will get lost in that. And he's worked really hard to do it. So I think you're going to see him do that more often than not.
We see how the freshmen tonight.
Good. I didn't like to see that Zion tweaked his hip, but he's really good. Like, Zion is a special player. Caleb is a special player who right now we're going to redshirt just because we got so many bigs in his position. But I think Zion's going to be about as good as freshmen as you're gonna find in our league because he can dribble, pass, shoot. He's a threat. So got to get him healthy for Friday because we go up to Cornell and that's going to be an absolute war. And hopefully they'll come down to the final possession because that means we played well to be there. And in the last 4 minute, under 4 minute media, we've had a lot of success in these tight games, and so we hope we can get it to that on the road and take care of it from there.
Coach, what kind of role are you seeing Lucas in this year compared to last year?
Yeah, all those guys, all the freshmen, Riley, Lucas, Josh, they're returners. They know what the deal is. Lucas can play multiple positions, 2, 3, and 4. He didn't have his best night shooting, but he's really been shooting the ball well. He's athletic, and most importantly, he's tough, very tough. And if you have shooters who are tough and have experience, that's the recipe for success, right? If you're a guard and you have experience, you're tough and can shoot it. And how we play, that means you're tough enough to play defense. Your eyes are trained because you have experience in how that we play. And then we're one of the heaviest three-point shooting teams in the country, so you can space the floor. Great things are going to happen. I told him last year, dude, you're playing great ball. You may not be playing a lot of minutes. You're playing behind Jaden Campbell, who's overseas right now, averaging 19.5 a game, leading their league in scoring overseas. And he's playing behind AJ, who's a fourth-year senior, right? He's playing behind Garrett Hicks, who's a fifth-year senior. So he's playing behind all these guys that are pros right now. And he was a freshman. So now it's his turn to step up and take on a bigger role. And he got to see those guys do it last year. And that's what's been great for him. He got to train versus those guys. And once again, someone will come in here a couple years from now, and they'll be having to go against Lucas, or we'll be talking about as an opportunity. And he may be playing overseas, and that guy is now ready because he went against Lucas. And that's when it's cool. And that's when you can expect success every year.